We have been told that displacement is a matter of borders, title deeds, and fences. We are led to believe that when a person is moved from their ancestral land, it is merely a change of address. But I tell you today, displacement is an architectural assault on the human soul. To move a man from the soil of his fathers is to perform a spiritual lobotomy. It is the systematic attempt to sever the nerve center of the earth. The perspective we share today connects the geopolitical moves of the state with a profound, esoteric, biological map of this continent. Africa is not just a landmass. It is the primary energetic spine of the earth. When you understand that physical acts, like mining and land law, have direct metaphysical consequences, the world looks very different. You are standing on a living body, and right now, that body is being put through a surgery without anesthesia. Look at the land laws. Look at the shift of traditional lands into state control. Many interpret this as a reform, but from a spiritual political perspective, it is the severing of the connection between the guardians and the gateways. Historically, land held by kings was held in trust for the ancestors. It was a sacred nerve center. By shifting this authority to a bureaucratic state, the government replaces a spiritual lineage with a legal fiction. Why? Because a king will protect the mountain as a portal. A politician will lease that same mountain to a foreign mining company as a resource. This transforms our holy sites into extraction zones. It puts the spiritual power of the land behind a corporate fence. We call it mining. The earth calls it depletion. If Southern Africa is the cerebrum of the world, the seat of the highest mind, then our gold and mineral reefs are the tissue salts and neural pathways of the planet's brain. When they take the gold, they are stealing the hardware. They are ensuring the sacred oil from the north never finds a receiver in the south. Let us look at the African anatomy through a metaphysical lens. Southern Africa is the cerebrum, the brain. Gold, found here in abundance, is frozen sunlight. It is a superconductor for high vibrational energy. Egypt and the north represent the sacrum, the generative base. In spiritual anatomy, the sacred oil, or the Christos, must rise from the base of the spine to the brain to achieve enlightenment. This is the great harvest. The powerful nations are not just stealing wealth, they are stealing the materials that allow the land to hold a high frequency. They keep the population in a state of survival, the lower centers of war, labor, and fear, so the oil never reaches the brain. The border guards and land laws are simply the administrative tools used to ensure this lobotomy continues without interference from those who actually know how to use the body of Africa. Consider the artifacts housed in the British Museum, specifically the barbed spear of King Cetshwayo. After the fall of Ulundi in 1879, the British didn't just take weapons. These were not art, they were technology. They were conductors used by the guardians to anchor the frequency of the nation. When the British looted these items, they effectively unplugged the spiritual battery of the land. We are told to ask for them back because they belong to us. But I tell you, we need them back because the circuit is broken. Every ritual item sitting in a glass case in a foreign museum is a severed nerve in the body of Africa. The architecture of displacement includes the displacement of our sacred tools into the dead storage of the West. Now, we must address the contradiction. We know that a healthy body requires a cell membrane, a border that protects the integrity of the cell. But in our current architecture of displacement, the guards are not protecting the membrane. They are compromising it. The elites and politicians want porous borders. They want the membrane to leak so they can flood the body with cheap labor, drugs, and illegal trade. This is not protection. It is toxicity. By allowing the membrane to fail, they keep the cells, the citizens, in a constant state of survival, competition, and fear. But Isaiah Shemba understood that while the world outside is in chaos, the ultimate membrane is your own spirit. He taught that the colonizer could take the spear and the politicians could poison the border, but they could not take the sun within the man. The higher African science is the science of the internal altar. If you align yourself with universal laws and raise the sacred oil within your own spine, you become the ultimate anchor. You don't need a physical spear from a museum to be sovereign. Once your frequency is higher than the chaos they manufacture at the borders, you become a portal that no elite can close. The secret they try to hide is that they cannot stop the cerebrum from waking up if the people reach that state of consciousness. They need you focused on the leaking membrane so you forget your internal sun. The minerals follow the spirit. The land will reflect the divine alignment of the people standing upon it. Africa is not waiting for a savior. Africa is waiting for its cells to wake up. Stay sovereign. Reclaim the sun. I am the biological altar.